And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Atlanta Silverbacks Park this evening for today's game between the Atlanta Silverbacks and the Puerto Rico Islanders. Puerto Rico coming in with a record on the season of 13-6-5, currently in second place in the NASL this year, and the Atlanta Silverbacks 3-3-17 on the year in last place. And unfortunately, last week for all you Silverback fans out there, a 4-2 loss to Carolina ended the Silverbacks' hopes for playoff contention this season. After what's been a bit of an up and down season for the Silverbacks during their first year back in the NASL, and a very strange loss at that last week. Atlanta really in it. They tied the game late in the second half, but two penalty shots taken late and both made by Etienne Barbara, part of the first hat trick in modern NASL history, set up the loss for the Silverbacks. And at the end of that game, things getting a little bit strange with a red card that was issued to Felipe Quintero. He will be out today, and just want to make sure everyone out there knows this as well. There was some discussion as to whether or not Quintero spit or not in the game. He did not spit. That was said by both Etienne Barbara and Quintero. So again, he just has a one-game suspension for the red card. However, that did hurt the team down the stretch there. Ended up in what was the really the nail in the coffin for the Silverbacks in that game. Jose Manuel Abundes also out today, the head coach for the Silverbacks. He'll be missing today's game and next week's game. He got some red card suspensions as well. So again, for the Silverbacks, a little short-handed when they take on Puerto Rico here today, but Puerto Rico very, very short-handed in this game as well, as they'll be losing some people for World Cup qualification this week. So they're going to be short on a couple players as well, including leading scorer Jonathan Fania, 10 goals this season, third in the NASL. He will not be in today's game, along with a bunch of other people. David Foley, who scored in each of the games against the Silverbacks so far this season, will not be playing today as well. And again, I believe it's now a total of 9 or 11 people that are not in the game this week for Puerto Rico. And that could be a big blow to this Puerto Rico team. Maybe open up the door for the Silverbacks. Jimmy Maurer readies in front of the goal. Rafael Cox at the far post. That one headed up in the air, but over the net. And a good opportunity there. Pitch Colin was the man who snuck in. Pardon me, that wasn't Pitch Colin. That was number 25. That was Cunningham who made his way in there. He had a good opportunity, but couldn't quite get his head down on the ball there as Maurer clears it away. Cox ends up with possession now. Looking for a runner. Finds O'Brien over the middle of the field. Defense closing in. O'Brien works his way through, though. Near sideline, O'Brien continues to work. Has a man behind him. Tries to set it off as Maroney all the way upfield. Deflected out of play. Last touch by Puerto Rico, and Maroney will get a chance for the long throw in now. On the near sideline, Maroney ready. He launches that one. Good loft on it over the middle and into the back of the net. It's a goal. The Atlanta Silverbacks take a 1-0 lead, set up by the long throw-in by Shane Maroney. And Matt Horth, it looked like, was able to finish that one off, his 7th goal of the season, and the Silverbacks with a 1-0 lead. Well done there by Atlanta. Well, all season long, we've been waiting for that long throw-in from Shane Maroney to become a weapon for the Silverbacks. And given the chance today, Maroney was able to use that weapon and turn it into points here for the Silverbacks, who lead 1-0. 22nd goal scored this year by the Silverbacks. They're third in the last 2 games, after going an extended stretch, a 5-game stretch to be exact, without scoring. Davis crosses fields. Might be a shade too long. Kolaluka, though, catching up to it. Kolaluka switched fields. Middle of this half. So far, so good for Atlanta. Near side now. Davis with the ball. Off to Cox. Good movement here by Atlanta. Cox in. Finds the opening. Horth lets it go, and he scores again! Matt Horth, in a matter of 2 minutes, strikes twice, and the Atlanta Silverbacks lead 2-0. Set up by Rafael Cox on Jordan Davis on that one, and the Atlanta Silverbacks take the 2-0 lead. Puerto Rico looking for the offsides there, but they couldn't quite get the call.